Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. Master your migration journey from Atlassian Server to cloud or data center, where we will try to answer your all questions related to Atlassian migration. I am Swapnil Kosare, Marketing Manager at Addteq. I'll be your host and moderator for today's webinar. Before moving ahead, I would like to highlight a few things. Participants other than speakers will be muted during the webinar. You can ask questions in Q&A tab or chat throughout the webinar. We will try to cover all of them at the end of the webinar. I would also like to mention we have a free migration assessment where Addteq's Atlassian solution expert will help you find what suits your business, data center or cloud and help you plan your migration. Also, please stick around till the end of the webinar and fill in the feedback form at the end of the webinar to avail a free migration assessment. We will share a cool handout, ebooks, and webinar recording on your registered email ID. Without further ado, I would like to introduce our eminent speaker. First, we have Ms. Dipti from Atlassian, who is a technical account manager at Atlassian for APAC region. She has more than 9 years of experience in Atlassian ecosystem and can help you with all complex questions related to migration. Thank you, Dipti, for joining us.
Thank you. Hello, nice to be here.
Then we have Mr. Akshay Nimbarkar, who is Atlassian solution expert at Addteq. He has 4 years of experience in Atlassian ecosystem. Akshay has helped many customers for smooth Atlassian migrations. Thank you, Akshay, for joining us.
Hi, Swapnil. Hi, everyone.
So moving ahead, I would like to just give a brief of our agenda. So we'll be discussing about when to choose what, that is a cloud versus data center, and challenges while migrating to cloud and data center, and then how to plan your plugin migration. And then we will discuss about the offer, and then Q&A where we will try to answer all of your questions as much as possible. And if we are not able to answer during the Q&A session, then we will definitely reach back to you and answer your questions. The agenda for this webinar is to help you understand the process and nitty-gritties of Atlassian migration and to guide you through the journey. At Addteq, just before moving ahead, I would like to do a small intro of Addteq. At Addteq, our expertise lies in operational delivery excellence by leveraging tools for orchestration and automation and delivery management, be it for agile, traditional, or multi-speed IT enterprise. We have 15 years of global experience in DevOps and ALM with headquarters in USA. We have offices in India, Singapore, and USA. Addteq is the top Atlassian Platinum partner in India. We are actually the #1 in Atlassian portal when it's come to the ranking. And Addteq is also a select tier partner with AWS, preferred Monday partner, and Atlassian certified top vendor on Atlassian marketplace. So we have 8+ plugins, verified plugins on a marketplace as well. This definitely makes Addteq as a preferred choice. If we go into the expertise, we have expertise from BFSI to manufacturing domain. If we want to talk about the expertise, so these are some of the core expertise: DevOps consulting, Atlassian software implementation, system integration, data migration, CI/CD, and DevOps implementation, Atlassian custom add-on development, SaaS hosting, Atlassian training, Atlassian software reseller, and ITSM expertise as well. So we have many clients across India, US, Europe, and across the globe. So here are some of the esteemed clients which you can see on the screen. These are some of the products we take in pride in. First is Excelentable, which is a spreadsheet for Confluence. So if you want to integrate your spreadsheet features in the Confluence itself, you can use Excelentable, where you don't need to tab in between Excel and your Confluence, which you love. You can just directly integrate Excelentable, and you will have a spreadsheet inside your Confluence itself. Then Unstoppable, which makes your Atlassian tools compliant for visually impaired. And Code Factory, that is a managed hosting for your development tools, where we will be managing your complete Atlassian instance, and you just have to you will be able to focus on your core business. rather than having to worry about hosting and other stuff. Coming back to topic, as you all are aware, Atlassian will stop supporting Atlassian Server in next 2 to 3 years in step-by-step manner. So naturally, the question arises, what to choose now between Atlassian Cloud and Data Center? Which one makes sense to your business, as every company has a different needs and thus needs to evaluate best option for them. On the same point, now I would like to invite Ms. Dipti to discuss when to choose what, cloud versus data center, and the key challenges while migrating and how we can solve them. Over to you, Dipti.
Thank you. Let me start sharing. Hope you're able to see the right screen.
Yes, Dipti.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Swapnil. Hi, everyone. Good to be here today. My name is Deepti, and I'm a technical account manager here at Atlassian, based in Bangalore, India. My role is majorly of a strategic advisor with some of our largest enterprise customers with over around 20K user base, helping them achieve operational, functional, and organizational success. So today we're going to explore the key differences between Atlassian Cloud and data center offerings to help you find the right fit for you. While I'm not going to deep dive into the feature differences between these products, but we will share some details on where to find them, and happy to answer any questions that you might have in those areas. So we have been on enterprise journey for many years now, starting with server, then data center, and now to cloud. Regardless of the deployment option, Atlassian's core mission is to unleash the potential of every team. We fundamentally believe it's about teams and teamwork. That's what differentiates and moves business forward. We are focusing our time and energy to empower teams of all types and sizes and to be more successful. Our journey to unleash the potential of every team began primarily by meeting the needs of individual teams or even individual team members. These teams grew, and the use of our tools expanded within the organizations. We quickly found ourselves serving teams of all sizes and shapes, all the way up to some of the largest enterprise organizations in the world. Atlassian has supported enterprise organizations for a long time now. 83% of the Fortune 500 use Atlassian products. And over time, we have shifted from building for individual teams to building for multiple teams, to building for entire organizations, so that all the teams can be successful. Today, enterprise organizations rely on Atlassian to provide mission-critical services. But before we go in and discuss what is the right option for you, let's have a quick look at these offerings separately. So what is data center? Data center is Atlassian's purpose-built enterprise offering for self-managed environments. Data center offerings are available for Jira Software, Jira Service Management, Confluence, Bitbucket, Crowd, and Bamboo. More likely than not, you choose data center because you need to maintain ownership and control over your environment. One of data center's unique value propositions is that it provides you the ability to remain on-premise or deploy virtually, taking advantage of benefits of the cloud via infrastructure as a service, while still remaining behind your firewall and self-managed. We currently see over 40% of our data center customers deploying in the cloud. But why leverage infrastructure as a service and host in the cloud? In a couple of words, maximum performance with minimal overhead. You're able to reap the benefits of cloud while maintaining a self-managed environment, leveraging features that are built by the cloud provider and the data center. IaaS lets your organization scale its infrastructure needs to demand. This is beneficial as many organizations don't want a fixed infrastructure and need to evolve their infrastructure to respond to evolving needs. IaaS gives software development teams more autonomy to requisition resources as needed without depending on a systems administrator to manually do it, lowering headcount costs and helps to develop lean DevOps teams. As a reminder, your current server instance is architected like a single node, as you can see on the screen. While data center provides a clustered architecture like this architecture is what enables certain capabilities such as high availability and increased performance. Say you are interested in data center, but you're worried don't have the time or resources to build out a clustered architecture right away, or don't need it because high availability won't be an issue, which is not a problem because you can always deploy now and cluster later if you want. Clustering is now an optional feature for data center rather than a requirement as part of a license upgrade. Customers without the need for high availability can access all the new data center features we have launched without having to deploy a clustered architecture and take on the expense and overhead of setting up additional infrastructure components like multiple nodes, a load balancer, and a shared file system. This means that you can run data center with the exact same architecture that you're currently using in server today. Simply drop in your new license key and upgrade in like 2 minutes or less. So let's move on and take a quick look at Atlassian Cloud. It's no secret that Atlassian's promise is to deliver the best experience through our cloud offerings. Most of our customers see a path to Atlassian Cloud as their long-term plan for a number of reasons. One, SaaS technology eliminates the need for upgrades, maintenance, and other hidden ownership costs, freeing up administrative time and resources. Two, Atlassian Cloud comes with enterprise-grade security and data protection right out of the box. Three, with cloud, you unlock the lion's share of Atlassian's investment in innovation. Atlassian's platform leverages data from across our products to connect tools, unify teams, and enable information to flow easily across organizations for smarter collaboration. We're not alone in our belief that cloud is how we deliver innovation to organizations. According to Gartner, 80% of enterprise workloads will shift to cloud by 2025, with more teams adopting modern frameworks and expecting a more seamless experience. But don't just take our word for it. We have surveyed around 300 Atlassian Server customers who migrated to cloud and asked them why they migrated. They answered and said they hope to eliminate the costs of hosting and hardware, eliminate manual upgrades, and to improve performance. And when asked about the top benefits of moving to Atlassian Cloud, the top responses were peace of mind around maintaining security and version upgrades, improved speed and accessibility, improved employee satisfaction and performance. What's more, an overwhelming 90% said they'd recommend moving to Atlassian Cloud, and 89% said they started to appreciate the benefits of migrating to cloud in just under 6 months. So to sum it all up, cloud is our Atlassian managed offering for enterprise customers. In fact, over 90% of our customers now start with Atlassian Cloud products, with more server customers making the switch every day. The majority of our customers can now move to cloud, and we are continuing to knock down remaining blockers on our roadmap. We have been heavily investing in building out our cloud capabilities to support enterprise organizations. Atlassian does the heavy lifting for you with built-in platform security and compliance, faster setup and no maintenance required with financially backed up time SLAs. Cloud comes with the benefit of continuous innovation, so your end users will have the latest and greatest experience. We are investing further in cloud to increase scale, more additional complex requirements like HIPAA and FedRAMP, and help admins manage their instances in a more seamless manner. Now, Data Center is our self-managed offering for enterprise customers. It's all about managing your environment and deploying where you want. You have the control over data management, security, and compliance, and when you upgrade to the latest features. Data Center comes with capabilities to help you improve performance and uptime, so you have the complete control over your instance. So that brings us to the question, how do you decide? How do you decide which is the right fit for you? So when to consider cloud? Cloud products are the best fit for most organizations. So choose cloud when you want to eliminate manual upgrades and software maintenance, reducing your total cost of ownership, benefit from real-time security upgrades and a team of Atlassian experts working around the clock to keep your data secure. Enable globally distributed teamwork with products that can be accessed securely from any browser and mobile apps and don't require a VPN. Accelerate digital transformation and enable business agility with continuous functionality improvements. So, and when you want to consider Data Center, cloud will be ready for the majority of our customers by 2023. However, if you have a business requirement that prevents you from moving to cloud and is not planned to be delivered in our cloud roadmap before then, we recommend moving to Data Center. Data Center will continue to be a performant and reliable offering to support your growth with Atlassian. So choose Data Center if your product must comply with a regulatory standard that's not on our cloud roadmap, or your product data is mandated to remain in a self-managed environment. Atlassian is committed to investing in cloud and to building even more innovative, connected experiences for teams and admins. We want to give all customers a way to understand how we are investing in cloud and the progress we are making around requirements their teams could have on cloud, like specific compliance requirements and anything following that. That's why we published the roadmap, so you can understand what's coming and can plan a move to cloud accordingly. So head on to those links that are there on the screen to see the roadmap for cloud, or even we also have a published roadmap for data center to see what's upcoming in the future. At this point, with data center, you can build and run your compliance requirements you have and added more capabilities to make managing your products easier. We will continue to invest in these admin capabilities because that's what our customers have asked for to support their needs in a self-managed environment. That does mean, however, that data center won't be getting the innovative features we're building in cloud. So while your administrative needs are met in both, you gain more time to focus on innovation and reduce administrative overhead with cloud because we have taken over these administrative tasks. If you want to perform an in-depth analysis on what's right for you and more of a feature level details, head over to the page mentioned above, which will explain both the feature and functional differences between Atlassian Cloud and Data Center. So at Atlassian, we are committed to helping our customers to cloud. We have developed free tooling, tons of resources, and dedicated support teams to help customers along your migration journey. We typically find that the degree to which you'll need to engage with these various aspects depends on the complexity of your migration, which can be impacted by factors like user count, number of apps that you have, customizations, and products you're looking to migrate. While most teams can manage the migration on their own, customers migrating over 1,000 users need to contact us directly for additional guidance and support, and also your solution partners who can help you through this migration along with your team. So on the screen, you can see what are the factors that impact the timelines for the migrations. So if you have any customizations or third-party apps that you have, or any custom apps, these could be the roadblocks. So it is always good to get rid of those before we plan the migration. So the most important tools at your disposal are the free cloud migration trial and our cloud migration assistance for Jira and Confluence. Activate and download these tools now as your first step to make your migration journey seamless. In addition to that, here's a glimpse of the resources and support available that will make your migration journey smooth, efficient, and effective. Thank you so much for your time today. We hope that you're excited about your move to cloud. And I did see there's a small glitch in internet in between, so feel free to ask your questions and I'll respond to them. Hopefully I covered the entire thing. And with this, I hand it back to Swapnil.
Thank you, Dipti, for sharing valuable insight on data center versus cloud, and I guess it will definitely help our audience. It's time for poll question 1, and we will have around 20 seconds for the question. So what are the challenges you face while migrating to Atlassian Cloud or data center? Migration strategy planning, technical expertise, budget constraint, security and compliance concern, or the migration complexity. So meanwhile, please feel free to ask your question in Q&A tab at the right side corner. We are happy to answer your question. So here are the results we have got, and yeah, 40% people are saying that they have a technical expertise problem, and almost similar people are saying about security and compliance concern. And then 20% people are saying they have a budget concern. Now moving ahead, I would like to invite Mr. Akshay to throw light on what are the common challenges and how to tackle those while migrating to data center or cloud, and how Addteq can help you for the same. Over to you, Akshay.
Swapnil, and thanks everyone for joining the today's webinar. My name is Akshay Nimbalkar, and I'm Atlassian solution expert at Addteq. We have helped multiple customers from small scale as well as the large scales to migrate from their Atlassian applications from on-prem servers to data center as well as on the Atlassian clouds. So for the migration, we follows this framework. We have expertise in wide variety of areas in the migration. We help customers to migrate their Atlassian servers applications to the Atlassian cloud as well as the data center. We have also helped many customers to migrate their on-prem DevOps applications to AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Also, we need, in the framework, if you see, we initially do assessment to evaluate your current environment, data complexity, identify the goals to help you to get on the cloud or the data center as per the business use case. Once we do an assessment, we help you to build out the plans to migrate the applications. After that, we perform the migrations on the test environment first to reduce the downtime and the business impact. And post the test environment migration, we proceed for the production migration, and post that if required, we provide the support. Next slide, please. So in data center migration, we face challenges such as the technical expertise and the bandwidth. So migrating to the data center with single node is very easy. You just have to apply the data center license on the server, application server, and it becomes the data center with a single node. But in order to get the full benefits of the data center, you need to have the multi-tier architecture where you need to use the load balancer, multiple nodes, then shared database and file architectures. Then you need to apply the database backups and monitoring to make application highly available. So technical expertise and bandwidth is the one challenge where lack of technical expertise could lead to increase in the downtime. Companies may not be aware about the challenges they may face while doing the migration, or the known issues or the issues related to the customization and plans which affect the downtime and the business. So we have worked for so many customers from the different industries, from small scale as well as the large scales, and we have the technical expertise. So we will help you to move to the cloud or the data center with minimum downtime, and also it will create the minimum business impact during the migration. Also during the migration, minimizing the downtime is also one challenge. Many important things to consider during the migration, so that business impact will be less. Also, Atlassian tools are very powerful, and lots of time users integrate the Atlassian tools with non-Atlassian tools like CI/CD or other DevOps tools. And in those cases, it is important to have the small downtime to minimize the impact on the business. So our approach to migrate is to automate the migration process and make the migration push-based migration, so that downtime will not hamper on your business. Also, the custom integration and migration of the plugins is also one challenge. Like lots of customers integrate Atlassian tools with their applications for different use cases. But sometimes during the migration process, due to the change in the functionalities or the framework, it gets dropped. Like for data center or the cloud, we have the different framework, so it gets dropped. Also, sometimes customers develop the custom apps which might not be compatible with the data center or the cloud post migration. So you may want experts to do the code review to provide the suggestion, and that's the area where we have the expertise in the development. Also, we have helped dozens of customers across all kinds of environment, and that's something where we can assist with that as well. Also, since we are the Atlassian marketplace vendors, we have so many plugins on the Atlassian marketplace. So we have the expertise to build this code with considering the security and your business. Next slide. Yeah, talking about the Addteq advantages, we perform as I said, we perform the dozens of data center implementations and migrations, and we help the customers to migrate the data on the cloud or the data center. So we have the expertise to help you uh, to migrate your applications with minimum downtime and with minimum impact on your business. Also, for the data center, most of the clients prefers the deployment on the AWS or the cloud servers. From there, they can manage the applications with easy to manage approach. So Atlassian also provides scripts using that we can deploy on the AWS, but customer prefers to make it more highly available with modifications in the load balancers or make it high latency. So for such modifications, Atlassian have the expertise to help you on the script modifications. Also, Addteq, since Addteq have done the multiple migrations, we follows the automated or the push button based migration to minimize the downtime. Next slide, please. Now, most of the customers prefers to go for the data center, but they look for the SaaS service. For example, they want to use the data center, but don't want to manage the servers, patchings, upgrades, application maintenance, etc. So we provide the solution for it. We have a code factory on which customers can request for the data center, and we are responsible to manage your data center upgradations, patching, security, etc. Also, since we prefers to deploy on the AWS, GCP, and Azure, it inherits the security from the cloud applications, and you will get the better security for your data and the applications. Also, we provide the support for a wide range of DevOps tools. So if you want to integrate with your on-premises applications, if you have the third-party integrations, we provide the support to integrate the Atlassian applications with the DevOps tools. Next slide, please. Yeah. Talking about the customer success story, we have many customers for the migration, but we'd love to talk about one customer success story. It's WSE. So WSE and Pearson demerge happened, and WSE reached to us for assistance to set up and operate ALM and DevOps tools independently on the cloud. For the migration, the key challenges WSE faced was how to operate ALM and DevOps tools independently with their data. Then finding the most optimal and deployment options, keeping WSE technology bandwidth in the mind. Also, the challenge for them was how to ensure that the delivery team could continue operation with the minimal disruptions in their tools and their process. And seamlessly migrating the existing data, tools, and process to the new environment. So, as I mentioned in the framework, we did the detailed assessment to understand the business need and the challenges on their environment, and plan the detailed way to migrate the data successfully. During the migration, business impact is also a main point which we need to consider. So after the demerger from the Pearson, WSE is now successfully operating independent Atlassian tool stack. The team is able to use the same tools process as earlier, ensuring no time lost adjusting the new environment. The seamless transition happened to the new environment with ensured no loss of productivity. The WSE team also got the complete DevOps and ALM environment of their own with their own data, including products, their licenses, and the customized configuration for the support and the business growth. Next slide, please. So, post the delivery, this is the testimonial from the WSE. Yeah, over to me.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you, Akshay. for your valuable insight. Now it's a poll question 2 time. So the poll question is, what is your level of comfort for migration from Atlassian Server? Not have much information and will need an entire support. Somewhat familiar, but will need a guidance on practices. Only need a framework and rest you can do, and you already have expert level understanding. You can do it on your own. So we'll hold it for 20 seconds before moving ahead. Also in between, please ask questions in Q&A, which is bottom of your screen. We love to hear from you. You can also apply for free migration assessment offer, where our Atlassian solution expert will help you navigate all complexity of migration. So here are the results. So we have a clear winner over here, and people are saying that they only need a framework and they'll be able to do the rest of the things. And then we have around 17% for the other options. Now moving ahead, we have most common challenges while migrating from server. That is how to plan your plugin or custom plugin migration. As we are very used to Atlassian apps, plugins, and many of us love them as they make life easier. Now the question is, how can I manage my plugin or Atlassian apps? So Akshay, would you like to throw some light onto it?
Yeah, sure, Swapnil.
Yeah, over.
Yeah. So this is the very much important point which we need to consider during the migration. So during the migration, apps are not automatically migrated. So when I say apps, the add-ons which we have on the core Atlassian applications, those sometimes supports the migration, but sometimes they may not support the migration straightforward. So and again, it is due to the change in the framework that in the cloud we have the different frameworks, and in the server we have the different architecture for the plugins development. So there is a chance that that plugins functionality will get changed, or it will not behave as per the expectations. So that is the important thing. And since Addteq has worked on so many customers for their plugins development, we have the expertise to build the code as per your requirement. And again, most of the times, based on the customer's requirement, might they have the plugin on their server, which supports the server framework, but we will not support for the cloud. But 90 to 95% times happen that those plugins are available on the cloud, or alternative plugins are available on the cloud with the similar functionality. So for that, customization may need to be manually recreated post the migration on the cloud. Like we need to manually configure all the plugins configurations on the cloud post migration. In order to migrate your app data, you must work with the app vendors, because vendor to vendor, the REST APIs, also on for the cloud as well, REST APIs and the SDK is different. So since we did the code analysis and help the multiple customers, as well as we have our own cloud supported add-ons on the marketplace, we have the expertise to help you on that. Also, Jira Service Management and advanced roadmaps cannot be migrated with the cloud migration assistant on the cloud or on the data center. But on top of that, we have the expertise to help you and to overcome on that issue. Talking about the core applications, in core applications, like specifically for the Confluence, team calendars and the question answers must be manually exported and imported one by one, because that feature is not supportable for the migration. So we need to manually export and import one by one from your on-premises servers, and need to import on the cloud. Yeah, totally.
Thank you, Akshay. Thank you for your valuable input on that. So I guess audience will be able to understand plugin migration as well. So moving ahead, I would like to announce our free assessment. We have a free assessment offer which you can apply, wherein Addteq has we will help you to plan your migration. So Addteq has performed several migrations spanning across all sizes, from small independent business to enterprise level organizations. We have successfully migrated over 500,000 Atlassian and DevOps users across on-premise and cloud environment. So during the assessment, Addteq will provide you guidance and help you determine your current setup and specialized situation. This will include license and app assessment, migration steps, major blockers, and much more. This assessment will help you answer first which hosting option is better for your business, data center, cloud, or hybrid. Second, if cloud, which service tier should we use, standard, premium, or enterprise? What exactly suits you? And in data center, should we use a multi or single node? How to plan apps migration? So basically, sometime, as Akshay has already said, sometime you will find that the exact app is not available on cloud. So you need to find alternatives, and sometime you don't get a direct solution for that. We can definitely help you. And how you can maintain a GDPR and other forms of compliance. So we are here to help you assess, plan, prep, test, migrate, and launch your new cloud site, and offer the migration. After the migration, we shall be there when you need support. Just let us know what you need and how we can best support. We can best support you on your migration path. So now it's time for poll question 3. I will be holding for 20 seconds. So would you like a free migration assessment session with Atlassian expert? And meanwhile, please ask questions on a Q&A tab, and we'll be having a Q&A session after this poll question. So it's time for the Q&A session, and I can see that we have some questions coming in. So yes, there is a one question that what is the largest deployment number of license users Addteq has done? So would you like to throw some light on it? The biggest one, the biggest project, one of the project we have done for the migration. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir. So as I said, we did lots of customer we did the migration, but mostly from the banking sector we did the migration, such as like Paytm, Experian, and the Bank of America is also one customer for which we help for the migration. So we are for the 50,000 users, we did the migration from the on-premises to the data center.
Okay, so next question we have, there is a large OpEx increase when moving from server. How is Atlassian supporting its customer in reducing the impact of this cost? So Deepti, would you like to take this?
Yeah, thanks, Swapna. So the cost of actually maintaining the server, because it will be a single point of performance or failure, that is actually removed in cloud. So you don't have to worry about maintaining the server, or it's going down, going up, all those other factors. However, we do have some loyalty discounts for our server customers today. I will share some links in the chat now for those discounts, which you can avail if you're actually planning the journey to cloud. So that in that way, we will support your migration, and so the discount will apply to your cloud subscription. So we will share. I'll share some links in the chat as well. But I think it'll mostly come to the comparison between how much cost are you actually spending today on infrastructure, or keeping it up 24/7. what is the cost of support that is going on there? Like how many people are there to support this infrastructure and things. So all these costs you'll be saving on cloud. And and it also comes with apps that you have today. Like what are the apps? What are the most critical apps that you want to move and things like that. So this is where we can support you. And I'll share the links for the loyalty discounts that we have for our customers on the journey to cloud.
Thank you, Dipti. And yeah, for answering the question ahead, what Akshay has answered. So if you are interested and wanted to understand the better capabilities of Addteq, please reach out to us. We are happy to share some of our customer success stories where you will get the more details. What are the apps, how many migrations we have done, how many users. And yeah, you'll be able to talk some of our customer as well if you want to do that as well. So the next question going ahead, we have is cloud is HIPAA compliant? So Dipti, would you like to take on it? Because we continuously keep on receiving a number of security related and compliance related questions.
Yeah, absolutely. So it is not today, but it is there on our cloud roadmap. We're going to be HIPAA compliant by Q2 2022. So we are also looking forward to it. We do hear it from a lot of our customers. We heard it and we're trying towards it. So by 2022 Q2, we'll have HIPAA compliance.
Okay. Okay, so there is one more question. If you are moving to data center, what OpEx benefit we can get? So Dipti, would you like to answer that, or should we take it offline?
Yeah,
I guess we can talk with them. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I can take that. So data center, you should consider it as exactly what you're doing with server today, but with bigger infrastructure, with clustering, so that, even if one of your nodes fail, the other one is still running and taking all the load and load balancing and things like that. So I'm not sure about the benefit that you're going to see there. It will be more on the performance side. Yes, you'll see a lot of benefit from the performance side, but as for the cost, it will the apps licensing and it depends on, again, which app, what is the cost that they're spending, but it will be very close to your server cost for the apps. But OpEx benefits, it depends on how you're structured the infrastructure and how many nodes you have, how much or users or the load that you're putting on it. So yeah, that's
okay. Thank you, Dipti. So please reach out to Addteq and you can apply for free assessment as well, where we will help out to solve these questions, because those will differ as your requirement differs. And the next question that we have, that is cloud available for big enterprises? Dipti, would you like to take that?
Yes, yes, absolutely. So we are actually improving cloud every day for our big enterprise customers. So we do have cloud enterprise offerings. So this is dedicated, I mean, not only for enterprise customers, but it is actually removing a lot of blockers for our enterprise customers. So please do check out our enterprise offering if you're interested in multiple instances. So it gives you the it gives you the flexibility of having multiple free instances. So you can spin up as many cloud instances as you want for multiple teams. So you don't have to, for example, pay for the same app for all the users that are there in the instance. You can just, like there is a dev team that only 10 people are only using an app. You can simply spin up a free cloud instance for them and install the app there. So you're just paying for that 10 users and not for the entire user tier. So we do have offering like that in cloud enterprise, and there are a lot of other benefits like uptime and and financial impact SLAs and other and enterprise level support. So yeah, to check out our cloud enterprise offering.
So we have again another question is related to cloud security again. So yeah, is Atlassian cloud secured?
Yes, absolutely. It is secure. So that's and you can head over to our trust site. We have a very detailed trust site where we talk about everything: data security, network security, and how we maintain it. How do we maintain our servers, and what are the compliance certificates that we have. So there is a link for that, Atlassian Trust. So you can just Google Atlassian Trust and it'll take you to the trust site. And if there's any other particular questions that the trust site is not answering, feel free to reach out to your solution partner or even a support ticket to Atlassian directly, and we will address that.
So yeah, please go and search for Atlassian security. You will definitely get complete details on the website itself. Yeah. So again, we have one question which we get often, and I will try to rephrase it again. how much downtime is expected while migration. So I would like to change a bit and how we can do the migration without affecting the daily operations. Sakshay, would you like to take this question?
Yeah, sure. So if you are migrating the Confluence, let's say for the Confluence, or if you are trying to merge two Confluence, then in that case, we perform the space-to-space migration. So there is no downtime involved. But that downtime required for the migration is depend on the complexity of your data, your number of plugins and number of users, and the number of attachments on your application. So based on that, we plans the migration, and mostly we prefer the migration during the weekends or when the users are not active on the applications. Yeah.
So thank you, Akshay. So in short, I guess you have to plan it in the proper way, and Dipti might be agree with us to minimize the downtime. And you need to understand what are the complexity may arise in between. So if you are doing it on your own and doing a research, so that could lead to some major downtime in between if you miss some process in between. So if you want a detailed assessment and you want a detailed plan over there, you can reach out to us and we are happy to help you. The other question is that how can I migrate a custom plugin to the cloud? So Akshay, would you like to take this?
So on the Atlassian cloud also, we can create the custom add-ons. Obviously, there is a change in the architecture on the cloud. So the REST APIs, SDK, and code development strategies are different. We developed so many applications, like almost 8 applications are compatible with the Atlassian cloud, as well as we develop the plugins for the customers as well. So we have the we have done the this development for the so many customers. So we can definitely help you to build the compatible code for the Atlassian cloud applications based on the requirement.
Okay, thank you, Akshay. So basically, we can do a custom plugin on a cloud, but again, you need to check how much important it is for your business, and you have to check whether we can find alternative for that particular plugin, because it's a bit a costly affair as per my understanding. So you have to think that whether you actually require to build a custom plugin, but we definitely have expertise in that. We already have 8+ plugins, so we can say that we will be definitely able to help you over there as well.
Yeah, so as I said earlier as well, 90 to 95% plugins are available for your use cases on the Atlassian market.
So we are getting a lot of questions coming in. Then there is one of the questions: when the users are managed by external directory in Jira Server, when migrating to cloud, the users aren't migrated. What is the best approach for that? How you can solve this? Dipti, Akshay?
Yeah, I can take that. So we need to see how these users are. So there is a path to migrate users actually. So this needs a little bit of understanding how they are set up in your external directory. Are you using Crowd or things like that? And Atlassian Access does have the feature of linking to the external directories, or you can use a mid IDP like Okta or Microsoft Azure and things like that. So we need to look into it, like why they aren't migrated, or which path you chose and things like that. But you can definitely, if there is if you're already in the journey of this, you can reach out to your solution partner who can help you assess why the problem is there, or you can also raise a support ticket to the Atlassian migrations team. So we have a dedicated migrations manager who it's a free service, so they'll be able to help you understand why this is happening and what would be the way forward. They will not do the work for you, but they'll at least suggest to you and on steps to take this forward.
Okay, thank you, Dipti. So I guess yeah, that's all for today. And yeah, please reach out to us if you have any queries or questions related to migration. As an Atlassian Platinum partner, we have expertise and we are there to help you in each and every phase of your migration. So whatever problem you have, whether it's the planning out the journey or solving out the problems you are facing after the migrations, or whether it's CI/CD doing on a cloud, or to have a security checkups, or to do a DevOps or DevSecOps as well. So we can help you in a multiple ways. Please reach out to us for that. And with this, thank you all for attending the webinar. Thank you, Dipti. Thank you, Akshay.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. And yep, we'll be looking forward to all of you for our next webinar. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.